So I could tell so many stories, but I am going to kind of narrow down to one theme for the sake of time. So one of the things that I'm a big proponent of, other than the arts and advocacy and things, is a strength-based mindset. Um, I love the idea of supporting and educating people based off their strengths. And if someone's listening and going, how are you gonna confront someone in that? A strength-based mindset is not just about saying only good things. It's about also about building off from negative situations in a positive and loving mindset and helping people accept their flaws so they can be better. And so when I started applying this to a lot of people, and I can talk about myself here in a moment, but in particular youth and adults. So often the people that I run into or I work with, one of the first things that I hear from them is I apologize or I'm sorry for doing a certain behavior. Um, and it can be as simple as accidentally interrupting. It can be as simple as asking a question or standing next to me. And so when I really started exemplifying a strength-based mindset, and trust me, I am not perfect at this. I may seem rational and calm. I am definitely not rational and calm all the time. Um, when I started exemplifying this and providing it for people, I noticed one, there was a really loving change in people's mindset. Pride started developing, comfort with who they are started developing. More and more people started talking about what I did. People started acknowledging that they could thrive outside of school. I've met many, many adults. I met hundreds and hundreds of people and introduced them to D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. But at its core, it's really been forming this community built off the idea that everyone can thrive. And I've seen that in kids who are excited and willing to share stories. I've seen that in people rolling dice. I've seen that by sharing my story on podcasts and on stages. And so that in and of itself, I think, is beautiful and wonderful. But at the core, when someone leaves those spaces and they are able to carry themselves into the rest of their life and thrive, that's amazing, let alone on the scale in which I've seen it. Now, I said I'd touch on myself. So when I actually started to accept, because I've had a lifelong struggle with liking myself, with accepting myself, with let alone trying to love myself. That is still a daily struggle for me. Um, I had to undo pessimism. I had to undo self-hatred. I had to undo a negative self-talk. To this day, when people ask me for meetings, the first thing that comes to my mind is, oh my gosh, am I going to lose someone? Or is someone going to fire me? Or all this stuff just based on all the trauma. But when I really started seeing my talents, my strengths, my ability to thrive, I also started to like myself. And that is magical. That is wonderful for me. And when I started seeing that I was able to give myself genuine compliments, when I didn't immediately direct people to a different mindset when they complimented me, that was miraculous. That was undoing over 30 years of abuse, trauma, neglect, exploitation, self-hatred. And that's part of the reason why I love my work, is it reminds me every day to care for people, but to also care for myself and continue my wellness and my healing for myself, which many people have said, but also so the people around me can thrive.